championship. Packers, 49ers, into the arms of Mostert. He's gone. Touchdown. San Francisco. Mostert gets it. Touchdown. And here he is again. Mostert touchdown, his third. Mostert left side. How about a touchdown? San Francisco going to the Super Bowl with a big win tonight over Green Bay.
The 49ers powered their way to the Super Bowl with a 37-20 victory that wasn't even that close. Jimmy Garoppolo only had to throw the ball 8 times as running back Raheem Mostert led San Francisco with 220 rushing yards and 4 touchdowns. The Packers offense never really got into a rhythm as the Niners defense forced Aaron Rodgers into 1 lost fumble and 2 picks, including a late one to Richard Sherman that secured the trip to Miami. So, Shannon, I start with you. How impressive were the 49ers?
This was very impressive. Skip, you know I blocked for TD Terrell Davis, and we could run the football. But this right here, I mean, the dude is going untouched. The first touchdown, no one touched him. There was a couple of touchdowns, someone touched him on his arm. This is unbelievable. The 49ers and the Tennessee Titans, both of them want to run the football. One of them running the football. Derrick Henry lines up in the I formation, Skip. They hand it to him or they toss it to him.
Yep.
Kyle Shanahan is going to give you 18 different looks, and all of them's going to end up with somebody having to run. It might be Deebo Samuels running the ball. It might be Mostert. It might be Breda. It might be Emmanuel Sanders. But somebody's going to get the ball. And it's so much misdirection. They tell you the fullback will take you where the ball is, where they put Juszczyk in short motion. And the next thing you know, Skip, he motions to the right. He's coming back left, and they're pulling a tackle. So they already overloaded that side because they anticipate the ball coming that way. Now they're coming back with a sweep with Deebo. Now they're coming back with Mostert. I told ED was sitting on here. I said, now one of these two teams, Eric Dickerson. I said, one of these two teams, either Tennessee or 49ers, going to get 40-plus carries. Where they had 39 with 3 kneel downs. So they got to 42.
They did.
Skip, this is unbelievable. Skip, look.
Skip.
Having played 14 years, and you'd rather have a guy throw for 600 yards and have what happened to them yesterday.
I agree.
Because when you run the football, they said Troy said he's taking the manhood. You're moving a man against his will.
Against his will, Skip.
It ain't no trickery. It ain't no trickery. We running the football.
Play after play after play.
They like.
So it's worse.
When they beg it, they like, Jimmy, please throw the ball. They put 9 guys. We dare you to throw it, Jimmy. Nope. I ain't throwing it. Because you know why I'm not going to throw it? Because you can't stop us running it. I'm looking at one time, dude is averaging 11 yards a clip in the NFL. That's college stuff. That's college when a top-flight team playing an FCS team, Skip. That's not supposed to happen in the NFL with these are pros.
Not.
176. And you was talking about last year with the Rams. I don't know if the Rams made it look like this. What the 49ers did to the Packers yesterday, Skip.
This was worse.
Yeah.
I agree. And I thought that was bad, what the Rams did to the Cowboys.
Yes, this was unbelievable. And 285 yards on 7 yards of carry. And the Packers were really never in this ball game. We're going to talk about Aaron Rodgers a little later, Skip. But those are empty calories. Those numbers, because you look at his numbers, you go like, man, he was 30, 31, or 39, but yada, yada, yada. No, but it didn't mean nothing because he never got within 2 scores. And for the most part, he was fighting an uphill battle. But the 49ers, they got, and it's like, it's hard. It's really hard to be the team twice. That's a lie. When you're the superior team, it's very easy. Skip, Green Bay can play the 49ers 10 more times over the next 3 months, and they might win a game. But I would say it's going to probably be 10 for 10.
I would agree.
The 49ers are just a better team, period. And what we thought, oh, Green Bay's defense, they're so much better. That was pathetic. Skip, that was awful. You can't put that on tape. In the biggest game, you're 1 step away from getting to the Super Bowl, and you let a team run for almost 300 on you?
Yep.
And the quarterback threw. We were talking about Tannehill. Tannehill had 14 attempts. Garoppolo had 8 attempts.
8.
This ain't 1950 before they really instituted the forward pass game.
That's how it felt.
This is the 21st century. We 2020.
Come on,
it's a championship game.
Think about this. Emmanuel Sanders got 1 target and no catches. Think about this. You love Kittle. You're a Hall of Fame tight end. He got 1 target and caught 1 ball.
That's it. Because the other team couldn't stop the run.
Yep.
And the 49ers, Skip, like I said, Kyle Shanahan is the best diagrammer is the best play caller going right now in the NFL. There are a lot of guys that might, Sean Payton has won a Super Bowl and all the Josh McDaniels, but Kyle is where it's at right now, Skip. This was an unbelievable performance. I thought it would be very similar because the Packers is going to be different this time. What? Did the Packers get new players from the last time they played? Did the 49ers get worse players? Because if that didn't transpire, the exact same outcome was going to happen, and that's what you got, the exact same outcome. But it was, Skip, it was worse this time. It was worse. You said the last time, Aaron Rodgers. He was worse. It was worse. It was worse. The beatdown, it was 23-0 the first time. It was 27-0, and it was over from that point.
It really was.
He had a slightly better QBR this time.
He got 16.
Did he?
He had a 22, right? 22 overall.
It was 22. I thought it was like 16.
Okay, I think it was 22, but the first time it was 9.
Yikes.
But to your point, whole lot of empty calories in the second half. And he did make a couple of good throws in the second half, but it was way too little, way too late.
Yeah.
So all season long, I sat over here saying, how's Green Bay doing this? I don't get it. I kept telling you, Green Bay is the flip side of my Cowboys because my Cowboys somehow, you say, how did they lose that game? And with Green Bay, I kept saying, how did they win that game? I'm not sure how they won that game. And it came all the way around to yesterday, and they got exposed for the frauds they were all year. They were frauds, and they were actually 14-3 frauds coming into this game. 14-3 is pretty great. I don't know if you can fraud your way to 14-3, but they did.
They did.
And Aaron Rodgers said after the game yesterday that he felt like he couldn't explain how they'd gotten that far, so he started feeling like the last few days, it's just meant to be. We're going to go win this game because we can't explain how we got here.
It's going to continue.
So you won't be able to explain how we got to the Super Bowl. Well, it didn't work that way. Because I think deep down in their heart of hearts and in the backs of their minds, that 37-8 just destroyed their psyches. And we went back and forth last week, you and I, about remember Kyle Shanahan said, you have to forget. It's irrelevant what happened in the 37-8 destruction game. And I said, well, it's not irrelevant in the Green Bay psyche because they know they got destroyed. And yesterday they came out like, we can't do this. And I was texting back and forth with our friend Lil Wayne this morning because he's just devastated. Sorry about that, Wayne. The point was he agreed with me. In the end, the 49ers were just better than the Packers. But to Wayne's point, they weren't that much better because the defense just didn't want to tackle anybody for at least a half. They did a little better in the second half.
Skip, I can see if it's Henry, though. Skip, I can see you don't want to tackle a 60-pound man. Speed. If you look.
Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo. And as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, you know it don't work without you guys. And it is Monday. This is our last show from here until after the Super Bowl. That's right. Come Wednesday morning, I'm going to be hopping on that big old jet airliner headed for Miami. I will start Super Bowl coverage before ESPN and NFL Network. I will be there in Miami showing you everything getting set up, giving you a little behind the scenes look at everything that's going on. And we'll definitely be live streaming every day, giving you guys a little bit of a taste. I know it sucks that we do not have our Dallas Cowboys there, but I have hope. I have a dream of covering the Dallas Cowboys in the Super Bowl before I leave up out of here. I have a dream of being able to open this bottle. Thoughts and prayers to everybody in Puerto Rico. But we got this bottle of Bacardi rum right here. Right here. I want y'all to see this. This bottle, Cowboy Joe Boo 2019. It's already 26 years old now because it's aged a year. And we will not open up this bottle. We will not open it up until my Dallas Cowboys go to the Super Bowl again. The good thing is, rum don't go bad. So it will be aged however long it takes. I hope 26, I'm hoping, will be the magic year for it. Yes, I have a dream of seeing my Dallas Cowboys. Shout out Martin Luther King Day. Hello, Miss Jackie. How you doing? It's been a busy day today, because I got all kinds of stuff that I have to get taken care of before I leave Wednesday, because a lot of you, and I mean a lot of you, ordered football shot glass rack shelves. And I just want to give you guys a quick update here on that. Whew. We have been, me and Michael Anthony, busting a hump because everybody ordered one. I told you, if you ordered it by this morning, I was going to make sure that it was going to be out, and they are going out tomorrow. I still have a few other ones. We're actually going to have another little size there. We're going to have a little baby one, for 6-shot glasses and stuff. So if you're interested in any of those or any shot glasses, be sure to just go to my website, Cowboy Joe Boo, and scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page, and you can order one and all that. I'll be gone, but Michael Anthony Fitness over there will still be working in the shop, taking care of getting those things done and mailed on out. So, do that for me. You need the blue one? Well, Rex, listen, I got, I think, 4 more full-size ones left that have to be assembled. So if you hop up on there, I might be able to get it to you before the Super Bowl. If not, then it'll be after I come back for the Super Bowl. But anyway, and also, too, if you haven't emailed me yet about being a channel member, if you become a paid channel member, make sure you email me your name and your address so that way I can get it out to you guys. How you doing, Ivory? Purge Squad, what's up? Swift Carter, Cowboys Up North fan, how you doing, man? I'll do a video when I'm down there looking at the NFL shop, showing you some of the Super Bowl shirts. So just look on that and comment on it. Mark, email Mark again, James. Yeah. Now listen. I ain't trying to slight nobody. But I'm technology challenged. Okay, I'm not real good when it comes to using the computer. So I get lots of emails, and I've gone through, and I'm trying to make sure. So if you haven't gotten it, now the last ones went out, I think, on Thursday. I don't think the mail went today, so it might be tomorrow. Rex, you changed your membership Wednesday, so can I get a shot glass? So can I get, Rex, I'll look it up. Did you change it to the tailgate? If you changed it to the tailgate, I think I got you your whole thing out, but I'll check. Just send me an email, okay? Mark, where can we see you when you? Oh, Akeem, right here. We'll be. Listen, Friday night. This Friday night we'll be somewhere in Miami. The following Friday night, I may have to do it later because I might be at an event that we'll get some clips and stuff. Last year on Friday night, we changed what Stephen A. Smith did because it was CSI Joe Boo undercover. We were undercover, seriously. Because you know how Stephen A. Smith is always out there talking about the Dallas Cowboys. They're an accident waiting to happen. Their fans are terrible. Oh, I hate the Cowboys. My first girlfriend, she was a Cowboy fan, and she left me. He did all that stuff, right?
Stephen A. Smith, he over talking. That's my buddy, Jerry Jones.
But the reason why he started doing that last year after the Super Bowl was because I got video evidence of him literally like a dog in heat all over Stephen Jones and Jerry Jones. I was like, damn, bro, get a room. And so I put that out there, and I believe that he saw that. He did punch out Joe Boo a couple years back too, by the way. He hit Joe Boo and knocked him to the ground. But that's another story for another day. So we have a history with Stephen A. Smith. Sarah Green, where you been hiding, girl? Benny Cudd, how you doing? Josh Combs, what's happening? Josh, I'm just living the dream, man. I'm living the dream and hanging out with all my friends here. working on getting those shot glass shells and stuff out for everybody, sending out shot glasses, dreaming about the Dallas Cowboys going to the Super Bowl, and dealing with everything that is the Dallas Cowboys. So I see everybody's already talking about Dez Bryant is back. Okay, let's clear the air on some things here right now. Let's understand that this is the beginning of silly season, which will be turned up an even higher notch in 2 weeks after the Super Bowl. There'll be all kinds of speculation about this player's going to go here. You know, we're hearing rumors about that player going here. You know, Tom Brady, he's moved out of, New England and everything else, and he's moving elsewhere, and he's going to Florida. And you're going to hear all these things. But understand this. The teams cannot contact anybody about coming to their team as a free agent until March 18th is the actual free agency day, but, they have that tampering period, which will start, like 3 days before. So until March 15th, the teams, Miami can't talk to Tom Brady. The Cowboys can't talk to Tom Brady. Carolina can't talk to Tom. Nobody can talk to Tom Brady about coming there. Now, they're going to be players, of course, in Miami and the Pro Bowl and things like that. And they may be seen with teams and maybe a little bit, hey, come get me, that kind of stuff. But there's nothing that, from the team's standpoint, that they can say is going there. So when you hear that Jason Witten could be going to the Jets, to the Giants, it didn't come from the Giants because they can't talk to him. If they find out that they're actually talking to players before free agency starts, you get fined and you can lose draft picks, unless you're New England.
New England lost a draft pick.
Well, but see that again, that's tampering basically. You can't get a jump start on it. So when you hear that Jason Witten, well, of course he could also end up in Arizona. He could also end up in L.A. But you see the natural tie-in with Jason Garrett. Would Jason Garrett want to bring him? Maybe, I don't know. But I got to tell you, if you are one of those New York stinking Giants, from New York City, actually from New Jersey. You're actually from New Jersey. Sorry. You don't even practice in New York. You practice in New Jersey. Now, at least the Jets practice in New York City or outside New York City, at least in that state. But I'm curious if there's any Giant fans that have come out from the woodwork. You guys seem to be happy about having Jason Garrett as your new offensive coordinator, even though they stripped play calling from him in 2013 with the Dallas Cowboys. Rashid's not happy. I want to get Rashid in here on the line. I want to get him just to see what his thoughts really are. Oh, do we still have this jackass on here? Oh man, I didn't have time to get set up. But that's about the only thing that you can get, Connect Cowboys, is that come get me guy. Who is my come? I haven't gotten there yet. Because I don't know who's going to be actually a free agent out there. I've had a couple, but I'm almost done with that whole thing because they never go get the guy I said get. I said get Calais Campbell. Everybody says he's too old, too expensive. He don't do that much. Yeah, okay. That year he was runner-up Defensive Player of the Year. Yeah, okay. All right. I wanted DeMario Davis, linebacker. Playing lights out down there, isn't he? Yeah, nobody listened to me. I even talked to one of the Cowboy writers and said, man, just tell them that Joe Boo said, go get this guy. But, hey, what do I know? I'm a guy with a day job and a voodoo doll. You know what I'm saying? So, Dez Bryant. Dez is talking. Dez has been quietly on the sidelines all year. He's been kind of a cheerleader for the most part of the players and when they play and everything else and thing, you guys got to go out there and get this and backing the team. He hasn't been talking about Dak Prescott or the receivers and things like that at all. He hasn't been talking about the Joneses or anything. But, he has had a little bit of, how should I put it? Animosity towards Jason Garrett. Jason Garrett, well, he has not been a fan. He says Jason Garrett wasted my career as well as others. You know, his offense basically stinks. He's pretty much, you know. And so he looks at it, and we know that there was a problem between him and Jason Witten, as well as Sean Lee, because he said that there were, of course, the Jason Garrett guys, Garrett guys that didn't like him and pushed him out the door. And he figured that Jason Witten was one of them, and Sean Snake Lee, as he put it, was another one. And I always say, listen, don't burn bridges. If you got to leave, if you're forced out, be cool. Because you never know when things may come back full circle. And so Dez Bryant, actually, from what I was told, Dez Bryant came this close to getting a workout with the Cowboys after he was cut that middle of that season. The Cowboys were bringing him in. If you remember, in 2018, Dez was talking about, yeah, I'm going to be with the team soon. He was talking on Twitter and everything else. Yeah, I'm going to be signing soon. And that was the week that I had heard that they were planning on bringing him in, check out to see where he was physically, because, we were having some issues there, wide receiver and stuff, and they thought maybe we might bring this guy back. But then he started talking on Twitter and everything else, and it was like Cowboys were like, kill that. Dez hasn't changed. Forget it. No, he's still, we're trying to check him out. He's telling everybody I'm going to sign, and we bring him in, then we got the whole drama for him, so the Cowboys just nixed that. Of course, we know he ended up signing with New Orleans and tore his Achilles tendon and didn't play at all this year. So it's been 2 full seasons and a torn Achilles tendon since he has played any meaningful football. So the question is, A, do you let him come back, not knowing what he has left, being out for 2 years, and having had slowed down after that 2014 season? Because keep in mind, 2014 was a magical year. 2014 was an incredible season for Tony Romo, Dez Bryant. That was the pinnacle. 2015, nicked up. 2016, nicked up, missing time. 2017, nicked up, dropping passes, and led the league in drop balls. So that's question number one. Are we looking at Dez Bryant from 2014, 6 years later? Or are we looking at Dez Bryant who ended up having real issues? That's the first thing. Second thing you have to say is, well, as he put it, why don't you give me a chance like you gave Jason Witten? No disrespect to Witten, but put me out there with Randall Cobb, Amari Cooper, Michael Gallup, and, Zeke Elliott. Well, that begs the question of, would he be willing to take a back seat and a very limited role? You give him a workout at least, Brian? You talk too much. Miss Jackie, I'm with you on that one. See, and that's the thing, when you get older, like me, you're set in your ways. You're not going to change. You see, he's sticking the fork in Jason Garrett. See, that's the first problem right there. You still know that those wounds are still fresh with Jerry Jones. You're sticking it to Jerry Jones's baby, his son. So that right there says, you know what? I don't think so. Because then you're also there's still those bad feelings that you had for Sean Lee and Jason Witten. And we all believe that Jason Witten, Dez 1 year, $50,000 and see what happens. Here's another thing I'm going to put out there too. I don't know this for a fact, but this is one of those, and listen, I do not, let me preface this by saying this. I do not know this for a fact, but see, I believe that Dak also wanted Dez Bryant gone. Because here's the problem with Dez Bryant. I understand this. Dez Bryant was an incredible athlete. Dez Bryant, when he was younger and healthy, basically could be more physical and out-jump, out-maneuver, and just athletically do the defensive backs. He could out-jump the cornerbacks. He could speed past them. And with Tony Romo was a gunslinger. The play may be designed like this, but the play breaks down. Tony Romo slides in the pocket, does a Houdini, does a 360 and stuff, and he's looking for guys, and he's throwing to the guys where they're going to be. Okay? Which is kind of like sandlot football. You know, we're drawing up in the dirt, and we're going to do it. Dak is a little bit different. Dak is more a timing route guy. You're throwing to a spot. See, a lot of people don't understand. It's kind of like if you ever go skeet shooting. If you go skeet shooting, you're not shooting where the clay pigeon is. You are leading it, and you're shooting where it's going to be. So when you start thinking about Mike McCarthy, and you think about what they do with Aaron Rodgers, it was timing routes where you get rid of the ball quickly. Boom. If you think about the West Coast offense, you're hitting that slant route, okay? Take the step, 3 steps, drop back, boom. You're throwing to the spot. You're not even looking at the receiver. You are saying, this is the spot. You're going to be there at 3 steps, and you're going to throw the ball there. Problem with Dez is, Dez might be at that spot this time. The next time, it might be 2 yards past that spot. Next time, it might be 2 yards short of that spot. In which case, you see the ball tipped up in the air, an interception, or you might see it in the ground. Because it's not disciplined. Dez has never been a disciplined route runner. He didn't actually go to a route running specialist until he was cut by the Cowboys, or about to be cut by the Cowboys. And that was always the knock on Dez Bryant, is he's not disciplined in running routes. If you understand what Sanjay Lau did, he didn't work on their catching the football, but they ran precise routes. You look at Amari Cooper, he runs precise routes. And that's why Amari Cooper and Dak worked out real well, was because Dak knew where he was going to be, and I'm throwing to that spot, and he's going to be there. So there's that dynamic. But the thing that makes me think that Dak was part of the reason that he was out of there was when he said, I have to throw a better ball to Dez Bryant. I got to hit him in the face mask. You know, in one of those games, he actually did hit Dez in the face mask. So that's where I'm thinking, I think that's a pass. I just think that I think there's been too much over the dam. I think Sean Lee needs to retire. I'm okay with Jason Witten moving on. Okay? I'm okay without Dez Bryant, because here's the thing. Sadly, that team, it's gone. It's over. They had their opportunity, and unfortunately, Jason Garrett wasted it. I like the fact that we are right now starting out with a clean slate. We are just we're just going to erase the whole Jason Garrett era. We're going to go ahead and get rid of all the coaches. We're going to listen. We're going to forget about what we used to do, the cowboy way of Jason Garrett. We're going to get rid of all the coaches and things like that, and we're going to burn all this crap down. See, I'm trying to be better at not cussing. Trying to be better at not cussing. How you doing, Sheila? Big Man Gaming, what's up? William Taylor, how you doing? Benny Cudd. Yeah, give Dez a private workout to see if he has anything left in the tank before signing him to a year deal. Dez was like T.O. getting everybody's... And see, that's the thing, you know. I think... Eddie, how you doing, Eddie? No more Dez Bryant. I love... I love Dez Bryant, too. Now, I do believe that the Cowboys got too far away from having people with an edge, because it seemed like we had a locker room full of Garrettites, that everybody, after a game and after a loss, sounded like Jason Garrett. You know what I mean? You know, Jason Garrett, well, we'll have to look at the film and see what we did, and we'll learn from what we did, and we'll get better. We heard that crap for 9 years. You know, it used to be we'd hear Dez Bryant, you know, kind of going off in the locker room and cussing somebody out, or we'd see Randy Gregory going after a coach or something. You know, we would see some people that would actually get a little upset, maybe too much. Glenn Erickson, thank you very much for the super chat. You have a couple ideas for the shot glass holder? I'll email you my thoughts. Hey, thanks a lot, man, because, you know, I know a lot, but I don't know everything, and I'll definitely look at that. We're going to be doing a whole lot of other stuff with the different things for your man cave. Because, see, understand, off seasons are where champions are built. You can't just show up on game day next year and be ready to go. You got to start putting in the work right now. I'm putting in the work right now for my man cave to get this stuff together and help you guys get your man cave together. It's going to be work, William. It's going to be work there in Miami. I'm going to be trying to get all the footage that I can. Ivory Cast, hey, what's good? Hopefully the Cowboys will be in the future. How about that? Mike McCarthy and Mike Nolan will not deal with and see, I agree with you on that too. I think that's just one of those things. I think that's just one of those things that you just kind of let go by. Safety pick, LSU. Well, here's the thing with safety. I'm going to go through. I did this last year, okay? And people, it's funny. Well, keeping Quinn will depend on if you're going to change defenses. I did this thing last year. I took the top safeties, okay? And I looked back in the history of like the last 10 years of where safeties were taken. And I said, it was crazy because I did a whole graph. I wish I had saved it. But it was like you'd have a year where you'd have like 4 or 5 safeties taking the first 2 rounds. And then like the next year was like 3. The next year was like 2. And then it was like down to 1. And it just kept doing this up and down curve. And the year before, there was like 4 safeties taken. So I said the trajectory is it's going to be no more than 3 safeties taken by the second round by the time we pick. And Lord and behold, there was Thornhill right there for us to take. Right there in the second round. I think safeties will last longer than your defensive tackles. Akeem Smith, buddy, man, you new here, aren't you? You know, I will live stream everywhere possible. Seriously. I will, trust me, I will be live streaming. If not live streaming, I'll be uploading plenty of content, okay? Don't worry. You're going to get your fix, Akeem. I know you're attached. I know you're attached. But here's the thing. I still believe you can get a really good safety in the second round. But you can't say that about game-changing defensive linemen. Game-changing defensive linemen, you better be within the top 20. Mark, did you put my name in your mouth? You said that I wanted Dez gone, and I never... Eddie, why are you trying to be Jason Garrett, man? What's wrong with you, Eddie? 49ers or KC? I'm going to root for KC because I don't want the 49ers to get another one. How about that? How about that? So anyway, if we're going to start talking about the draft, it's a little early. It's a little early to talk about the draft because we still got free agency. So you guys are getting ahead of the game. But I'm going to say this as far as the draft goes. For me, I've been preaching this from the high heavens for about 7 years now, being a nose guard. That's right. I call it nose guard, okay? Why? Because that's what I was. I lined up over the freaking center. I either shaded a little to the left or I shaded a little bit to the right. But every time, I'm on top of that center. And when you control the middle, you control the field. Shout out to DMV Cowboys. Shout out to you, my man, because, you know, you brought that to me. I'm giving you credit. But honestly, we have not controlled the middle. If you have a question, man, you see my email there, Brendan. My email. Go ahead and email me. Okay, no problem. If it's really like out there, like I get some of the hate mail, I just won't answer. But I'll do my best I can. Okay. But I've been screaming forever. Can we just get a Leon Lett type of guy in the middle? Can we just try that for once? I mean, we've tried, going for Morris Claiborne's. We tried getting the linebackers, okay? We tried defensive end. How about we go ahead and get a nose tackle? We get the meanest SOB out there. A guy who's a wide body, okay? You know, we're talking about taking up from the guard gap to the guard gap. You know, a guy that's like that. Because when people ran on us, 4.6 yards up the freaking gut. Up the gut. My email, right there. CowboysMark94@gmail. Right there. Right there. And the website address is right up underneath there. Okay? So if you want to get one of the lace shelves, and we can do it in any team color, for all you Eagle fans that are in here, yeah. Get a defensive tackle. We learned on the offense that it wasn't about getting the T.O.s, the Roy Williams, and all those guys, having all those Ferraris out there, having all those guys. What we learned was it's kind of important to have an offensive line to block and keep the quarterback upright. That's when our offense kind of evolved, right? Once we started drafting like a Tyron Smith, and instead of getting a Johnny Manziel, we get a Zach Martin, right? Am I wrong on that? Am I wrong? Because that's when all of a sudden we ended up having, rushing champs. Our quarterback stayed healthy. Right? So what we need to realize is for every action, there's a reaction that's just the same way. So if we've learned that our offensive line, keeping those defensive guys out of there, makes your offense better, then the opposite is true, that if your defense can disrupt the offensive line, that'll hurt the other team. Jason Garrett, what's going on? He called you out? You're about to get kicked out. Tony Cowboy Show, what's happening? Derek Young, how you doing? I don't trusting a D-tackle. Well, you're sick and tired of everybody in your chat room saying I don't have anything left. I'll show them, and everyone. Slot guy Dez. Well, okay, all right. Go ahead. But if you had something there, I think the Cowboys would already brought you in. Like I said, that's a pipe dream. I still believe that the Cowboys are going to come call me, okay, that they're going to want me to come play too, even though I'm 54 years old and can't walk. All right? I still have that dream. I'm going to always have that dream, in fact, I ought to go ahead and tweet it out there. No disrespect, but hey, I can get a half sack in the last 8 games. Why not give me a chance? You had D-Law out there, right? And I'll go for a lot less. How about that? Let me tweet that out there. You just followed me on Instagram. I appreciate it. Brennan, I appreciate that. Jason Garrett to go start a Giants channel. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Go. You know what, Jason Garrett? There are Giants channels. Go to Cole Pizzle. Cole Pizzle will definitely, he needs some more subscribers. Because when you go to Cole Pizzle's channel, you come in hungry, but you leave fed. You know what I mean? Go check him out. Go check Bad Dog. Bad Dog's cool people. He's the, anti-Cole Pizzle. Ivory Callis, shout you out. My wife don't think I. What, your wife don't? Wait, are we trying? You're trying to impress your wife? I don't think I could text you up on here. You're not really texting me. You're actually just commenting me, right? You're commenting me. Texting would be on the phone. Okay, but anyway. Mark, always on roots. It's just that the Cowboys never asked me to do anything more than be athletic. And that may be true, but here's the thing. When you get old, that's where you end up relying on your technique because you slow down. You can't be as physical as you used to. I have bad knees, Hakeem. I've had 5 knee operations, and my knee literally, the doctor always, whenever I go to the office, is like, I can't believe you actually walked in here on that knee. He's like, you need a knee joint replacement because your knee is effed up, but I need you to wait till you're 60 because I don't want you to wear out the next one and you're going to be in a wheelchair. So that's real. What was that? Do I think Witten will go to? Again, I'm going to put that in the category of that's just speculation and clicking. They're basically saying, well, Jason Garrett's there. The Cowboys didn't want him for tight end coach. He may still want to play because he doesn't have a coaching opportunity at the moment, so he may want to play. So Jason Garrett probably give him a chance. So he could go to New York. It's actually he could. And so when you word it that way, it's possible he could or he could not. So who knows? That home, did you play football? I played football at JMU, JMU Dukes, before JMU was playing in national championship games in FSU. I still want to say Division I AA because I'm old because it was Division I AA when I was there. It's still really Division I AA, but they just call it FSU or FS whatever. Daggone Junebug. Dez should take Sean Lee's spot. Just kidding. Wow. You tell him, Jackie. Miss Jackie, what you doing? Ivory, I don't really give a rat's ass if Zion's going to debut with the Pelicans. I don't care. I don't do basketball, man. This is football. Football in life, man. Take the basketball out. I can't do another sport because I spend so much time with the Dallas Cowboys. Lord knows I spend a lot of time on the Dallas Cowboys that there's no way in the world I can deal with basketball because my wife would say, that's it. We're done. We're done. You're just out of here. Can't take it no more. You spend too much time on sports. So, and no baseball either, man. No baseball, okay? I can't do I'm sorry. Baseball, I'd rather watch paint dry than do baseball. Sorry. I'm sorry. Hakeem, you play baseball. I'm glad you did. I'm sorry, but I literally would rather go upstairs, paint those shells, and just sit there and watch them dry and put another coat on it than watch a baseball game. I just can't do it. And I'm sure I'm going to get hate mail, but I'm sorry. I just can't. It's just too slow. I ain't got time for that. I need some action. I need to see some bodies flying and stuff. I just, okay. What's up, Edwin Singleton? Saha, Michigan in the house. How you doing? Saginaw. I think I got that right. Saginaw, Michigan. Shout out to you. Now, I am Raymond. Here's some news, okay? Thank Michael Anthony Fitness for doing the work on this, okay? Because I didn't really realize at first that the Washington, D.C. area actually had a team, that they got a team. And the very first XFL game is going to be Seattle versus Washington. I don't even know what you know what the mascots are?
It's the Defenders.
The Washington Defenders?
And I think D.C. I think the other one is I don't know what. It's a dragon or something. I don't know.
Well, okay. Regardless. So we have 2 weeks from yesterday is the Super Bowl. And the Saturday after the Super Bowl will be the XFL in D.C. It's not, thank God it's not at FedEx Field. If you want to call that a field, I call it a waste dump. It's actually going to be at the soccer stadium, which seats about 20,000 seats. So, me, Michael Anthony Fitness, 82 Blue. Who else is going to be there? Is Rashid coming?
He's going to the next game.
Okay. And if you want to go.
And maybe Jet Blue. I mean, Jet D.
Maybe Jet D.
If he can make the trip.
If he can make the trip. We're all going to go to that game. So if you guys are anywhere near the Washington, D.C. area and say, you want to spend $25 or $20?
It's 26 for the cheapest.
Cheap seats, $26. And here's the thing. The stadium only holds 20,000 seats. JMU Stadium holds 25,000. So it really can't be a bad seat in the house. I mean, the difference between top and bottom has got to be like 40 feet. So, we can get the cheap seats. $26. You know what? And they got, is it 10 games? 10-game season. So at least it'll tide us over.
Now, if you get 10 or more people, you get a discount.
Oh, okay. So check that out. See, look, that's why I need my son. Y'all always like, oh, you just giving your son a job. No, man, because I need this guy. I'm losing shit all the time. See, look, if we get 10 people, we'll get a discount. So what, do you get $1 off a ticket?
The cheap seat, though, the premium seats are like $68 a person if you do 10 or more. And it goes down from there.
Okay. Anyway.
That's what they sell on the website, so.
If you're interested in going, email me so that we can find out. Because if we end up getting a whole bunch of hey, we got 20 people, then maybe we'll see if we can do like a group buy so we can all sit together or something.
The cheap seats will be less than 26.
Now, it might be cold because, see, it was 70 degrees last week, and today it was like 25 with a wind chill of about 15. So it could be cold. I don't know. So just plan on dressing warm. But anyway.
It'll be fun. It'll be fun regardless.
I don't want to see Witten. Okay, so you don't want to see Witten or Dez Bryant. I'm okay with. Listen, I'm okay with moving on. I want young people. I want young people that are trying to make a name for themselves, okay? Not somebody who's just going to be a hanger-on. I don't need no more hanger-ons, okay? I'm just going to ignore that one, Ivory. You hope that the XFL will hold my attention more than week one. Well, per squad, you know, I didn't do, what was the other one last year, the league? Yeah, I didn't. I think I watched a half a game. Smash those likes. There you go. Jason, let me pay. I'll be there. Yeah, okay.
Hey, Terrence Williams is playing for a team.
Dez is not a hanger. No, I'm sorry. Noah, at this point, listen. A guy hasn't played 2 years. 2 freaking years has ruptured his Achilles tendon. Sorry. He's old. You've got Amari Cooper. You got Michael Gallup. You've got Randall Cobb. You got where is Dez going to fit in here?
Randall Cobb's not going anywhere.
Oh no, Randall Cobb's going to. Because here's the thing. Because we're going to change it to West Coast. We're going to be moving more towards the West Coast offense, which is going to be a timing offense, and it's going to be predicated on getting the ball to guys to make a move with the football. Okay. So you end up having quick, shorter routes and things.
Sounds like Mr. Dak Prescott.
That's exactly what's going to be great for Dak Prescott. And so after now the reason I've just kind of lost everything because I'm a little bit out of it today. I'll bring in T.O. before Dez. There you go. And I'm not bringing in T.O.'s old ass either. But originally I put on Skip. You notice how when they were talking about that game, the only thing that they had bad about Aaron Rodgers was, well, a lot of those yards he got in the second half, that was Dak trash type yardage. That's the only thing he had to say. But you know what's amazing to me as I listened to the talking heads today? Aaron Rodgers, am I wrong? Did I see Aaron Rodgers fumble the ball 3 times, losing 2 of them? Did I see that? Did I see Aaron Rodgers throw 2 interceptions? So that means he ended up giving the ball away 4 times. 4 times. And it could have been 5. They didn't mention that. Because a lot of those times when that team was getting their ass handed to them, excuse my language. Yes, my dad is a Cowboy fan, and that's where I actually have some of my memorabilia. You see this clock right here? This clock. It's my dad's. This is back from the 80s. We have a Super Bowl button from the Dallas Cowboys Miami Dolphins Super Bowl. Okay? Pro Bowl is in Orlando. I could drive north because I'm going to be down in Miami, but it ain't. Yeah, the one that's misprinted.
That's worth money.
Eddie! Am I going to... I don't believe we're going to be at the Hall of Fame ceremony this year. It's supposedly in a smaller venue, so I don't think we're going to be having tickets. I don't know yet, but I'll be there.
I'll be okay just being there, saying I was there.
Pro Bowl, right. Pro Bowl is next Sunday. We were actually going to be here's the thing. We're doing some stuff actually at NFL Experience, so we have to be there Wednesday because that's where stuff starts getting set up. You're an idiot, Jason Garrett. My bad. Thanks. Okay. T. Higgins is going to be a beast. Aaron Rodgers looked but they didn't say anything. They talk, oh, well, that defense didn't do anything. And it's clear that they don't have as much talent. If that had been us, if that had been Dak Prescott having 4 turnovers and putting the ball down a 5th time, okay, I got you, Brendan. I got you. I'll check my email after the show, okay? I got you, okay? I check my email because everybody who's become a channel member, they end up sending shot glasses. And then also, too, people who end up wanting to get the racks, I have to check my email to see which ones they order because we're doing individual teams. I got a New Orleans Saints one there. I got a New York Stinking Giant one there. And some Eagles fans are like, I want an Eagle. It's like, okay, put your money where your mouth is first because I know how you Eagles are. I'll go through and paint it and everything else. And nobody will ever want it. And then just give it to me. I'm not, no, screw Philly 500.
Oh, come on.
No, man, I didn't give it Philly. The only thing he's ever given me is a hard way to go. A hard way to go. I'm mad at you, Philly. Give one to Philly 500. You know, I'm gonna give Philly 500 something. I'm gonna give him some daddy punches. You know, that daddy strength. Antoine Woods. We should keep Antoine Woods. Well, if we end up changing the defense, you might see him playing nose tackle some if we start doing some of that. He's about the biggest guy you have in the middle, but it's going to be a change of philosophy. But I'm just like literally all over the place. But see, what we got to do now, Mike McCarthy has gotten the coaching staff together, and I'm glad that he actually got his coordinators first. And then you get your coordinators and say, okay, what are you going to run? And now let's start hiring the position coaches that are going to fit into the system. Because there's nothing worse than saying, okay, I got a linebacker coach for you, and I got me a defensive line coach and all that. You're the coordinator. Well, do these guys know what I want to teach? No. So you get the coordinator that says, you know what? I know Joe Blow over here. He's exactly the guy I want to have. He's going to be able to teach and work with these guys the way I want it done. So the Cowboys have done that. They've just about gotten the whole staff together. Like I said, I like the fact that we have literally just pushed everybody aside and that we have started all over. New era completely. Oh, he's actually doing keto now, Jet. I have to check on it. I actually haven't heard from him in a while. He might be going through the keto flu right now. And FYI, everybody's been telling me that I don't. Huh?
Is eggnog keto?
I have to look at. I think it's got a lot of sugar in it, so I don't think it is.
One of his videos, they said I'm gonna go get that last thing.
Yeah, that's got too much sugar in it. You can't have the sugar. The creamy part is okay. He can have the heavy cream, but not with the sugar on it. But hey, I've been doing 2 weeks now today, friends, doing keto. A lot of people are telling me, all you need to do is exercise, okay, and eat more vegetables. Okay, all right, I've done that stuff, okay? If you guys know me, when do I have time to exercise? When do I mean, literally, I've already got 10,000 steps on the day, okay? 10,000 steps. I've been working, doing physical work in the workshop and stuff. You see, my mind is like literally, I'm going 1,000 miles an hour. So I've been doing keto for 2 weeks. I got my little peace strips, okay? I am in ketosis, okay? Last night I said to my wife, I said, honey, I feel like I'm on crack or something because it's just like I got all this energy. It's like crazy. And I haven't been actually eating as much. But guess what? In 14 days, I've lost 11 pounds. So, if you want to follow along, I'm trying to do videos on a daily basis with keto. So maybe we can have a keto club and we can all try and get healthier together. And all those people are like, oh, keto's bad for you. Well, you know what? Being fat, overweight, and putting all that extra weight on my knee is really bad too. So, you've been on 2.5 weeks and you show off, Art. Art, you show off. 2.5 weeks and you done lost 22 pounds. Man, I was feeling good there. Thanks, Art.
Philly 500. Brilliant.
Thank you. His matrimonial duties. Is that what it is? Okay. I guarantee it. Full of cement. Trash can full of... Oh, that's what we want. So, I'm hoping a Coke binge. Oh, no, I'm not doing that. I'm just saying that the energy level that I have... Because, see, when I get done with this, literally, I have been going since I got up and did my morning video. I've been out. You guys see all of the shot glass racks and stuff that we've done. I got to go out there and put another coat of paint on it before I go to bed. I also got to do my fireside chat for you guys, okay? I still got to pack because I leave early Wednesday morning. I may not go to sleep tonight. That's how much energy I got. So, Giants will be 1-15. if they're lucky. I know there actually is a guy. There actually somebody.
Derek Gimsley, thank you very much for that super chat.
Who actually emailed me, said my real name is actually Jason Garrett. But my word's 6-10.
That's hilarious.
Your Giants will be 5-11. Giants going 2-14. Yeah, you know what? If you're Daniel Jones, I'd be afraid. I'd be afraid.
Well, who's that coach?
You know how how it used to run, but there's a new sheriff in town. Things are going to change.
Jason Garrett.
Oh my God, Akeem. This isn't the Keto night channel right now, but Keto, you can have bacon, you can have pork chops, you can have steak, you can have chicken. You just have it in moderation, like 4 ounces, okay? 4 ounces, and you're going to get a lot of fat. So I got my fat right here. This is a fat coffee. It's got MCT oil. It's got heavy cream in it. It's got whipped cream, and it's good. So it's just a change. You just can't do bread and carbs and sugar. But again, watch some of the other videos on there, and you can get that. Jason Garrett, no way. Baltimore game better not land on Thursday. Oh, Connecticut Cowboys. You know what? You're right about that, because we're supposed to be doing a tailgate with the Baltimore Raven game in Baltimore. Dougie Fresh. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Marco Colombo is interviewing for the Giants. Well, that would make sense because he's, Jason Garrett knows him. Yeah, so basically, the Cowboys are moving to New York.
Yeah, but Colombo actually did something with the Lions, so he might do something with the Lions in New York. You never know. I was at the Super Bowl in New Orleans, last one, and it was like Mardi Gras the very next week. In fact, Joe Boo was in a Mardi Gras parade, and he got kidnapped. Have I been to every NFL stadium? No, I have not. I have been to a lot of them, but not every one of them. I've been to Detroit. I've been to Indianapolis. I've been to New York. I've been to Philly, not for a game though. Yeah,
I've been in it.
You can say you've been there.
I've been to Atlanta. I've been to Miami, Jacksonville, Tampa. I've been to Arizona. I've been to Houston. I've been to Dallas. Which other ones? Who am I missing? Detroit. Green Bay.
Been to that dump in Washington.
How far do I stay from your stadium? New York, about 6 hours, 5 hours. We hate Garrett because he didn't win anything. Yep, I agree. Giants are finished now. They have the clapper. Wow, everybody's cold. I have been to 3 games in New York. Oh, I did. I forgot. I've been to New York. Duh. First game I went to with Joe Boo was actually New York after the Giants won the Super Bowl and put a hex on you guys, and you haven't recovered ever since. What if Jason Garrett got a playoff victory with the Giants before the Cowboys? Okay. Then the world would come to an end.
I wouldn't care.
Joshua, I'm almost thinking, if it were me, I would think about making a big splash because you've already changed what you're doing. Brendan, I missed your super chat. I'm sorry. Or who? I missed the super chat. I go 1,000 miles an hour. I'm sorry. Who did I miss?
DJ Ron Cut, thank you very much for that super chat, my man. Sorry, I missed it. What did you say? Oh, it doesn't say what you said. And Derek Gimsley, thank you very much. Nissan Stadium, I have not been to a game in Nashville yet. Hell will freeze over. Yes, he did. Well, here's what I need y'all to do. This is, hold up. I want to thank, let me make sure I do this. Let me thank everybody who became a channel member, okay? In fact, I need to go grab my shot glass. Shot. appreciate all you guys who have become channel members. And if you want to be one, the join button is right by the subscribe button. And if you do, you'll get a shot glass, so belly or shots up, or I don't know, whatever. Just drink the damn thing. Speaking of a shot, where's Q? Q, are you letting the dogs out? So here's what I need you guys to do. Stay tuned. So,
sorry, I still have the voice on. Sorry about that. I still had the voice on. Okay. Make sure you guys subscribe. Hang tight. I'm going to be showing you all kinds of sights and sounds from the Super Bowl. Jason Garrett, put your picture up there. Jason Garrett. Read between the lines.
We're talking about the real Jason Garrett or your...
Yeah, he's like, you forgot my picture. Read between the lines.
Jason Garrett, not the real one.
Big Man Gaming, did you send me your address so I can check on it? Listen, I have mailed out like 150 of them, so it's possible I missed it. So send me again so I can double check. Again, a bunch of them went out on Thursday. There was like 30 of them that went out on Thursday. I don't think the post office went today, so it may be tomorrow. But email me and I'll check on it and see. Shout out Mark Holmes. Thank you, Joseph. Anthony Jennings. So when the season start, am I allowed in this room? No. Nope. No stank up in my man cave. Carlton Jenkins, thank you for becoming part of the Mojo crew. Wait a minute, do I still have the white helmets with the blue on it? Oh, you mean the rack? Michael Anthony actually has, we actually have some new ones too. We actually have some smaller ones that are like the 6 shot glass ones that'll cost a little bit less. But yeah, we're going to have one that is white with blue.
You have some samples that you made.
Well, we got, it did both sides. So we have a small one and a big one.
No,
and we can let it go. I mean, I'm okay with letting it go.
The white ones, you have 2 of them, the samples.
Well, Curly, here's the thing. Hey, Curly. If you look up rum, a shot of rum, 0 carbs, and 0 sugar. Okay? And you know what I had to eat today? Today, my man? I've had my fat coffee. This is my third fat coffee. And actually, I had leftovers, chicken breasts that I had made. If you watch my other videos, I did like a chicken Parmesan with the cheese rolled up in there. I ate one of those. That's what I've had today, and a pickle. A pickle. That's it. So this, and you guys, in the last 2 weeks, I don't know. I think you guys have seen me take a few, just a couple of shots, just a couple. Art, I've got 1 walnut left that is finished. If you order that tonight and say walnut, I want walnut, I'll have it in the mail for you tomorrow. How about that? Jason Garrett, you're not welcome in this room today, right now. Why would you be welcome when the season starts? You are now the enemy, not that you weren't the enemy before because you sucked. Get it through your head. We don't love you, Jason Garrett. We're moved on.
Thanks for winning the Thanksgiving game.
What's up, Mark? I just became a member. Been watching forever. Well, Carlton Jenkins, Mr. Jenkins, email me, Cowboys Mark, and with your name and address, so that way I can send you. Where are the football gods? The football gods are back where they belong. Up here, looking down on us, okay? Curly, make sure you send me a picture of you with the shot glass. So, let me show all you guys, okay? See, the one that's hanging on the wall, that one is Stuart Morrison's. These other ones, you can see the gray and you see the blue. See, I even got one of these ones that it's blue and gray. You know, one person was like, I want mine different. I want cowboy blue on one side. I want cowboy silver on the other. And then I want white down the middle. And I'm just like, okay. I got all the time in the world to do this. Sure, no problem. And so I did it. So check them out one more last time. These are all in the process of being, that's the giant red right there. That's New Orleans. There. That's the walnut. And then the cherry. And there's the mini ones. And of course the Cowboys on top of the Redskins. So everybody, I appreciate everybody being here. I've got a lot more to do. I got to go back out there and paint. You've been trying to become a member? Well, email me, Joseph. I'll click you the link on there. Or Jed has put up the link a couple times for the channel membership. But I got to go put another coat of paint on that stuff so it dries out tonight. And yeah, Stuart. That one is yours, the very first painted one. And I've got to get like one of those little carvers tomorrow so that way I can personalize it. Am I going to any NFL Expo? You mean NFL X? Yes, we're going to be going to the first game. The first game, we're going to be there. We're going to go to the Super Bowl. Then the following weekend, we're going to be at the first game. First two. The blue one. The blue one that's up on the rack there, that one's already spoken for. From Mexico, I want a defense like the 49ers. Don't we all? Who doesn't want to have one like that? Oh, my God, Mark, no, I told you, man, I don't do baseball. To me, I would rather go upstairs, paint this stuff, and sit there for an hour watching it dry. I would rather watch paint dry than watch baseball. Mark, put up your information, contact. You need the, okay, right there. Cowboys Mark, right there. You see? Let me see. Hold it. Right there. Whoop, down a little bit. Okay, there we go. cowboysmark@gmail.com, or this way, that way, cowboysmark@gmail.com, okay? All right, so with that being said, y'all, I got to go do some more work, man. Oh, my God. Why y'all keep asking me about baseball? I don't do have you seen anything baseball related in there? Any baseball memorabilia? Any? You see the baseball? Actually, I think I got Hank Aaron. Okay, all right, okay. I'll give you this. I'll give you one right here. Okay, this is the only thing. That's the only thing up there that's baseball related that's in this man cave. Period. Okay. And the only reason I got that is because my mama made it. I can't take. I mean, it's baseball. I don't like baseball, but my mama made it, so I got to keep it. And so Jet D has put in the channel membership thing. But anyway, guys, I'm hyper right now. I'm just literally so freaking hyped, man. I'm so excited about all of the. I can't wait for like Stuart to go ahead and get his shot glass rack, so that way I can see it up in his house tonight. Stuart's got more Cowboys paraphernalia and Joe Boo shirts and Michael Anthony fitness stuff and all that. Appreciate it, and I appreciate all of you guys, man. And here's what I'm gonna leave you guys with this much. I'm gonna leave you with this because I truly believe in this. Let's start and make 2020 a great year by stopping hating each other. I'm going to try to cuss less, and I'm just going to try and turn the other cheek, okay? And I'm going to try and do the best I can to look out for everybody else. Maybe I'll get used. Maybe I'll get cussed at. Maybe I'll get run over by a car. But it's not going to stop me from trying to become a better person. And the other thing you need to do is, if you want something, if you set a goal, you will never fail. You will only give up. Because as long as you are working towards that goal, you haven't failed. And I've got some goals and things that I'm going to do, and I'm going to be sure to get what I want to get done. Or die trying. And that's the way I'm going to be. All right? So, guys, it's time to turn out the lights. This party's over.
The lights, the party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night. The party's over. And tomorrow and next year starts the same old thing again.